Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. It is Wednesday. Daily reading today. Using the Gilded Tarot Royale for the reading. I got the Witch's Tarot here for clarifying. Whew. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we have current situation. Ooh, Six of Cups, present influence. Three of Wands, future influence. Two of Wands. What we don't see. Four of Pentacles, unexpected. Page of Wands. Challenge. Death. Strength. We had death yesterday as a challenge. Wheel, that's good. Where does this lead? Oh, Ten of Cups. Justice. King of Cups. Oh, I like that. Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this, I mean, I think we had the Knight too. I mean, I feel like this could have to do with, I'm just looking at all the cards for a sec. There is like, I mean, I see the planning going on over here. The Four of Pentacles is kind of like, you know, holding on, but it doesn't have a lot of movement, but the rest of the cards do. I don't feel like this is somebody. I feel like it's an idea, like bringing passion back in. It's not really, because it's at the bottom of the deck, I feel like it's more about, and when I say passion, it's not necessarily, you know, romantic type passion, just passion in general. And I feel like that's, so in the present influence and the current situation, present influence is the Three of Wands here, which is about seeing things happening, you know, the hard work you've done is paying off. And the Six of Cups, though, I feel like is like a remember what you've done with that Three of Wands, seeing that completion, what you've accomplished is reminding you of something from the past, like that Six of Cups energy of, oh, okay, this kind of reminds me of XYZ. I feel like too, though, it's kind of nice. So it Six of Cups to me is also like, can be messages, but there's very much a feeling of like remembering here, like you're in a you're just kind of, I mean, it feels good, like a you know how when you just have really good memories of the past. And I do feel like whatever's happening is making you feel that way, and it's good memories, it's positive memories, it's oh yeah, this feels better or the same. And I think it comes from that energy of that Knight of Wands. Whether it's someone, I don't feel like it is overall. I feel like it's like a yearning inside, like, okay, I got to do this. The Two of Wands is in the future influence, and that's like, okay, I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to continue to move forward. To me, even though the two is after the three and it's sitting in the future, I don't think it's a backtrack. I feel like it's a continuation. And sometimes we need to do that, like, right, Ace 2 3, Ace 2 3, Ace 2 3, to really get to the four, and so on, like moving up. But I feel like, yeah, you're definitely going, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Let's clarify that. I'm just going to go ahead and clarify that Six of Cups just to see if there's anything we need to know about it. Tell me about the Six of Cups here. These cards are kind of, I see some that are face up. That's all. Doesn't make any difference to me. Like, it's still shuffled. So tell me about the Six of Cups in current situation. Is there anything more we need to know about this card? There was one. Okay, that was two. I'll pull both because they're kind of the same. So, yeah, okay, so Three of Cups, and then we have the Judgment. In this deck, it's called Karma, and that's like a rebirth. So there is a feeling of celebrating something that is reminding you of the past. It feels good. And then these two came out at the same time, which I find very interesting. The Hangman and the Hermit, which are both kind of like, I feel like this is where you're at. You're thinking about this because there's action here, but this is like, okay, um, it comes from taking that different perspective and then taking that search. And I feel like, okay, that's what's leading me to see the Six of Cups. And I like it because I mean these all I feel like it's coming from a genuine space, but it's the work you've done again with that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and these Hangman and Hermit. This is something that you've been working through, and it feels good now because it's the celebration of a renewal, and it's a renewed energy to me, like not necessarily a renewal to a situation. It's giving you a renewed piece of energy, a renewed way to look at things, a renewed perspective, or move forward, or trust. So I like that. And then the Two of Wands, we can, we can clarify it. Two of Wands. Oops, these are all messed up, like bad. I think I had halves and halves here. Oh well. Tell me about the Two of Wands in the future influence, please. Two of Wands. Let's see. Devil, High Priestess, Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is you planning that. So, and it's the shadow side on this. I think like, yeah, you're understanding with this High Priestess. You get it. Like you're trusting yourself here with what you've been attached to or the way of thinking, but you're trusting yourself to move forward in a new way. And I feel like it's a new way because again, that the Knight of Wands appears there. This is the Two of Wands going, okay, let's plan it. Let's keep going. Let's move forward. It has that forward moving energy to me a lot. Let's that one fell out too. So Ten of Wands, though. I mean, not easy, right? Not necessarily easy, but I like that. I do. Four of Pentacles is what you don't see. There's something here about holding on to something, and I get the overall feeling first. My first impression of that card is holding on to old ways, even though you may feel like you're moving forward here on top. Feel like you might be still holding on to some old ways instead of like letting go of some things. So I don't feel like it's somebody else. I feel like it's you. Or not necessarily, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I think that, we all struggle. We can see the good, but we're we get we get attached to things. And again, that devil showed up in the Two of Wands. So there is some kind of attachment that you're trying to let go of here. So Four of Pentacles, please. Okay, Death, Change, Queen of Swords. So yeah, the Queen of Swords is like having that. So Death is the transformation, the change. The Queen of Swords is kind of understanding what you need to do, having that direction. And the Page of Pentacles is working to get there. And I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, you are understanding that you need to move forward. And then coupled with that death and the challenge, it's just going to be hard. But you're holding on to, I got to keep doing this. So even though this feels good at the top, right? There's a part of you that understands how hard this is. And, but underneath it all, you are moving forward. You're just struggling with it a little bit. And with that death there, it's change. It's different. And even though you are starting to feel better, there's a little piece of you that's holding back a little bit. The Page of Wands is unexpected, which I kind of like, and let's find out about this. I don't think it's a message. I think it's a screw it, I'm doing it. Like that kind of feeling. I'm just going all in. I'm just doing it. Um, tell me about the Page of Wands. What is this? Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, Karma again. So the Judgment, and then yeah. So this has to do with what you're holding on to, and you're. I feel like the King of Swords. So you have the Queen of Swords below. So I think the King of Swords is like the level up of the Queen and going, yeah, I'm gonna move forward. And the Karma, yeah, I like the way I'm feeling. I like how this is working out, and I'm gonna keep moving. And the Page of Wands is always a little bit not always planning everything out. Now the King of Swords has that direction, and the Page is jumping all in because you like the way you're feeling right now with the Karma. That's how I'm getting this energy, and I feel like it comes a little bit unexpected because you don't expect to just to go for it. Now, for some of you, it could be a message from a King of Swords type person in your life that helps you, like that either is a renewal to a relationship or is someone that's helping you kind of get back to those old feelings. And it might just be a friend that's making you feel good, or a situation at work that's making you feel good again. Like, you know, like feel like it's bringing back the faith. So we have the Death card as the challenge. I don't think I need to clarify that. The challenge is, you know, really putting these changes into, you know, into effect, like not stopping, allowing yourself to grow and understand that any situation, even though we have the Karma and the Judgment card and the Six of Cups, it's going to remind you of the past. It's not the past. It can remind you of that. It can even be a similar situation. It can be someone from the past. It could be something like that, but there's always growth. So, and you couple that with the wheel being in your strength, is that yes, things are moving forward, but time always changes things, and that's a good thing. Like this situation is going to be different than it was, so there's a really positive energy moving forward with that wheel, and that's in the strength and saying, yeah, things are moving, things are going, you know, just go with it, you know, a little bit. We have the Ten of Cups to the Justice to the King of Cups. There feels to me like this is leading to, this could be a relationship. It could be a growth in a relationship. It could be you in a relationship, you know, with yourself, your higher self, your spiritual relationships. It could be being more comfortable and at work. It could be any of those. I don't want to keep it on love or romance. It could be, but it's a comforting feeling. And so it could be any type of area where you're, I feel like when you're around people, or your relationship with your spiritual self or your higher self evolving. And I feel like it feels really good to me. I'm going to clarify, let's clarify the Ten of Cups. For some of you, absolutely, like this person, this King of Swords that we were seeing, there's going to be like a, yeah, coming together. If it's a romance, absolutely. If this, you know, you'll know what the situation is by, by how I've been explaining it. So you'll know what the Ten of Cups is to you, as far as, is this a person or is this work, or tell me about the Ten of Cups. Okay, Star, Karma again. That's come up quite a bit, and the Eight of Swords. So this has been something that you've been stuck on, but it's definitely like so this Ten of Cups situation is something that's been very important to you, like giving, you know, a lot that you've been hoping for. And it's, yes, a renewal from the past that you're unable to release. So there is a growth here. I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's good because it follows with the Justice. So what does this justice mean? If there was something that, you felt attached to in the past that wasn't good, I think justice is that clearing of that. Because the justice is about the right things happening. It also can be about, court matters as well. But um, and I am always reminded with the justice, it's not necessarily when we see it, it doesn't necessarily mean that the way you want it to turn out, it will turn out. It's the way it's supposed to turn out. And I know people don't like to hear that, and but I truly believe that. Depending on where the position is in this type of position, that's what I think. So, justice, please. The Chariot, Sun, and the Hangman. So yeah, there is some kind of energy that's coming in that's going to be changing with that Hangman. When I look at this, I feel like things are reversing. So in other words, if the situation was one way, it's reversing. It's 180. It's taking a 180, and it's going to make a big difference in your life. And that's what the justice is about. Some situation turning itself upside down. In other words, completely changing. Not just growing, but it's a 180. It's the opposite of when you see that hangman there, right? Because the hangman is upside down. So it's that 180 change. And it's, I feel like it's good because then it leads to the King of Cups. And I'll clarify this guy too. What is this King of Cups for us today? So I feel like for some of you, that is definitely somebody. Let me fix a couple of these cards. I'll fix them later. The King of Cups. It also though could be like you're just deciding to just go with the flow, not trying to control a situation, just allowing it to happen, allowing things to go, take advantage of the things as they come along, not try to force a situation here. Tell me about the King of Cups, please. What's the King of Cups? Fool, Eight of Swords. So yeah, there is a new energy with that Fool regarding something that you have been stuck on. And the Temperance is that balance coming in. So I do feel like for a lot of you, it could be, I think it is, it's kind of going with the flow. That's what I'm feeling. Like you're going to be in a position where you're taking it easy on this situation. You're not forcing your hand. I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like that King is bringing in absolutely right love, caring, all of those things. But at the same time, you know, just kind of not forcing something. And I feel like that too with the Temperance because it's a lot more balanced emotionally now. This does have to do with an energy that you've been stuck on or attached to or have not either you've either not found a way forward with it or have you not found a way out of it. And I think that's what you're going. I've been trying to control this situation and I'm not doing that anymore. We've got the Fool here. Um, and now I keep saying that because we've got a lot of past cards, but with the Fool, you're saying, no, I'm just going to trust. I'm going to trust. And the Eight of Swords is I'm going to trust that I can get out of this in the appropriate way. And with that, this is also alchemy, but I think with the King of Cups, I'm feeling, clarifying the King of Cups, I feel like it's definitely more just an even keel, not, again, not trying to control. I feel like the only way out of that Eight of Swords is to just kind of move forward lightly and not control. Just again, that wheel is in your strength, and I think this speaks a lot to allow things to just grow and move. A lot of times we try to control a situation. Man, it could be because we're excited or we feel good about it, but sometimes when we try to control it, we're just kind of not enjoying life as it's happening. Enjoy the moments and enjoy each day and allow the situation to grow or not grow. I think there's something here with that Eight of Swords that kept coming up, that this is something that maybe you've tried to force. Even if you didn't do it consciously, you might have done it subconsciously. What is our advice for today? The Page of Pentacles. I mean, that's work hard. Like your hard work will pay off. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. They work hard, they focus, and then they reach their goals because they're focused on a goal. But they do it, it's having patience. Like, and I think that's another thing here is have patience with yourself, with the situation. You know, again, keeping that slow mode, allow it to work through, allow yourself to build, you know, use the building blocks and not go with like, you know, I know we have the page of wands there, but that don't like force. You can jump in, yes. You can move forward, yes, and you can do it maybe even without thinking too much. But don't try to. This is really about not forcing it. It's just sticking with the game. Like here, Page of Pentacles is sticking with one thing to become, you know, good at it or whatever. You know, you get becoming a master, and they're very patient and they're taking that and then just moving very slowly and being patient and doing it methodically and sticking with it. Though you don't give up, you keep going, but you have to have that patience, and that's what the Page of Pentacles is that patience. That's hard to do. Is there anything else we need to know today? Three of Cups, Judgment again, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, there is going to be some kind of celebration here that's going to kind of remind you of something from the past, and then it's not only reminding you of the past, but it makes you, it kind of gets your spirit going, you know, like a pick me up. I do feel like these are really good cards. I feel like there's some kind of, either it could be a get together with friends or somebody, and it really just kind of revitalizes you, makes you feel better about what you're doing. And I think you're going to get recognized for it in one way or another. Either you're going to get recognized at work or by this, if there's a specific person for you, but it's definitely bringing in recognition of what you're doing. So that's kind of cool. I like that. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Please hit that thumbs up button. It does help. Take care. Have a beautiful day.